What is up, guys? My name is The Wumbo, and today I have a video that is going to be a little bit interesting. On the surface, it's about the Nintendo NX being underpowered, but it's really going to be more of a general conversation about the way that Nintendo is going as a company, and I think it's really interesting what they're going to be doing in the future. So if you didn't know, Eurogamer released a big Nintendo NX report recently talking about the Nintendo NX, Nintendo's next console, the successor to the incredibly not successful Wii U. So the Nintendo NX is going to have NVIDIA's Tegra custom powerful mobile processor. It's basically going to be like this tablet that can dock by your TV to be a console. It's really interesting. The screen is flanked by these two controller sections that can be used in tablet mode, or they can be detached to be played as a console. The Nintendo NX will also be using cartridges instead of moving towards digital downloads like Sony and Microsoft. There are also no plans for backwards compatibility, and another source said this system would run on a new operating system from Nintendo. So it's really interesting what they're going for here. It's obviously completely different than the Xbox and the PlayStation. They're obviously completely separating themselves from that, but they're trying to do something unique by having this portable console, really, that can be used as a normal console when you're at a TV. So this information makes it clear that the console will be less powerful than the PS4 and the Xbox One, and way less powerful than the Neo and Scorpio that are coming out in the next year or so, around the time that the NX would come out. So the question is, why would Nintendo intentionally make a relatively underpowered console and just let the PlayStation and Xbox steal the show? Nintendo, theoretically, they're limiting themselves just to their bread and butter. Nothing wrong with Mario and Zelda and those old school game franchises, but Nintendo is doubling down and saying that they aren't going to expand at all. They're not going to take any new kinds of games. They're just going to stick to what they've done in the past. So while Xbox and PlayStation take up a majority of the console space, Nintendo is like almost trying not to be mainstream. They're just doing their own thing on the side, and it's really interesting. It's positioning its hardware as the only places to play these older game franchises like Mario, and Nintendo is basically using that franchise to convince people to continue to buy their hardware. I'd obviously prefer to be able to play like new Mario games on my computer or something, but as I see it, Nintendo really had two options when working on the NX. They could either branch out and create a console that could rival the Xbox One and PS4, but they would lose the exclusivity of their older game franchises like Mario. Or they could preserve the exclusivity of their game franchises but avoid mingling with the Xbox and PlayStation titles. Obviously, it looks like Nintendo chose the latter option. And that's something I want to get at here. A lot of people group the Xbox and the PlayStation and the Wii U together as if they are competitors. But in reality, Nintendo isn't really a competitor to Xbox or PlayStation at all. The Wii and the DS they're for a specific kind of gamer. And people are more likely to buy an Xbox or PlayStation and a Wii U rather than choose between a Wii U and an Xbox or PlayStation. For better or for worse, Nintendo is continuing to do the same thing that their company has done for decades. Just continue to use the exclusive game franchises that they have as a way to keep an active consumer base. Nintendo basically knows that it can't compete with Xbox and PlayStation, so it's just trying to do something completely different. All in all, it really doesn't matter that the Nintendo NX is underpowered, because it doesn't need to be super powerful to accomplish its goal of being able to run new Mario games. You don't need that much processing power to run these older kind of games. Anyway, my name is The Wumbo. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. I'll see you next time.